I'm insured that evening.
Welcome to our channel. Today we're going to dive into one of the most revolutionary sitcoms in television history, All in the Family, which premiered in 1971. This groundbreaking show not only provided hours of entertainment, but also sparked conversations about social issues through humor and boldness, creating unforgettable characters that changed the landscape of television. But what happened to the legendary cast who's still with us, and who has passed away from their real names to how they've changed over the years? Join us as we look back at the careers and lives of these beloved stars. Drop a comment with the number 1 and follow along on this emotional journey. Rob Reiner, born March 6, 1947 in New York City, made a lasting impression on audiences with his portrayal of Michael Stivic Archie Bunker's son-in-law in All in the Family. Reiner's character not only represented the generational divide, but also reflected the stark political polarization in 1970s America. With his natural acting style and sharp, witty dialogue, Michael became the embodiment of a passionate, idealistic younger generation fighting for justice and freedom. Alongside Archie Bunker, Michael sparked lively and sometimes heated conversations, yet always offered profound lessons on society and politics. When Reiner joined All in the Family, he was just in his early 20s, yet his mature acting style and bravery in tackling sensitive topics quickly made him one of television's standout stars. After the immense success of All in the Family, Reiner didn't stop at acting. He expanded his career into directing and producing, leaving a lasting mark with legendary films such as When Harry Met Sally, The Princess Bride, and A Few Good Men. These films not only achieved commercial success, but also garnered critical acclaim for their deep messages and humanistic approach to themes of love, friendship, and justice. At 77 years old, Rob Reiner continues to make significant contributions to the entertainment industry, not only through inspiring films, but also through his active involvement in social and political causes. He is a passionate advocate for public issues, fighting for social justice, and defending democratic values. Reiner stands as a living example of how artists can use their voice and influence to create positive change in society. His contributions to both cinema and the community continue to inspire generations, cementing his place as an indispensable figure in Hollywood history. Jean Stapleton, born on January 19, 1923 in New York City, became one of the icons of American television, particularly due to her portrayal of Edith Bunker in All in the Family. Edith, the kind-hearted but sometimes naive wife of Archie Bunker, became an iconic figure in 1970s American TV. With her high-pitched voice and occasionally bumbling demeanor, Edith stood in stark contrast to her husband's conservative and harsh views, while also providing a sense of balance in their relationship. Although Edith initially appeared as the obedient wife in a traditional society, her true strength lay in her sincerity, compassion, and her ability to address social issues in a gentle yet direct manner. Edith was never afraid to speak uncomfortable truths, and it was this quality that helped make her a powerful symbol of love and empathy during a time of significant social change. When Jean Stapleton joined All in the Family, she was in her 40s, and not only did she deliver an outstanding performance, but she also established a unique connection with the audience. Her charm and talent helped make Edith an unforgettable character in television history, and her role was a key factor in the show's tremendous success. After All in the Family, Stapleton continued to develop her acting career, earning widespread acclaim and Emmy nominations for other roles, particularly her portrayal of Eleanor Roosevelt in a television movie. Her career was not limited to just one role. It also showcased her versatility in taking on various types of characters on both the big screen and television. Jean Stapleton passed away in 2013 at the age of 90, but the legacy she left behind continues to have a profound impact on the world of film and television. She was not only a talented actress but also a symbol of inner strength and compassion, qualities that her character Edith Bunker embodied throughout her life. Stapleton's portrayal of Edith remains an enduring testament to her ability to bring depth, warmth, and humanity to her roles, making her one of the most beloved figures in TV history. Carroll O'Connor, born on August 2, 1924 in New York City, became one of Hollywood's legendary actors, best known for his portrayal of Archie Bunker on All in the Family. When the show premiered in 1971, O'Connor was 47 years old and quickly became a television icon due to his ability to portray Archie Bunker, a working-class man with conservative views who frequently clashed in humorous and profound ways with his liberal son-in-law, Michael Stivix. With his nuanced and emotionally rich performance, O'Connor brought Archie to life in a way that was both vivid and complex, making the character not just a stereotype of the antagonist, but a symbol of the generational conflicts and societal changes in America at the time. His sharp one-liners and trademark sarcasm helped create an unforgettable Archie Bunker, contributing to making All in the Family one of the greatest sitcoms in television history. The immense success of his portrayal of Archie Bunker earned O'Connor numerous prestigious awards, including several Emmy Awards. After All in the Family, O'Connor continued to leave a lasting impact with his performances in other roles, while also influencing pop culture and television through his strong social viewpoints. He was one of the first actors in television history to tackle controversial topics, such as politics, race, and social issues in entertainment, marking a significant turning point in incorporating sensitive subjects into comedic programming. Carroll O'Connor passed away in 2001 at the age of 76, but his legacy in the entertainment industry remains indelible. He created a unique and enduring character, and even as the years have gone by, Archie Bunker remains one of the most memorable figures in television history. O'Connor is still remembered as a profoundly influential artist, a pioneer in blending entertainment with important social issues. Isabel Sanford, born on August 29, 1917 in New York City, made a profound impact on American television history, especially with her role as Louise Jefferson in All in the Family in 1971. When the show premiered, Sanford was 54 years old and quickly became an icon not only for her acting talent, but also for how she portrayed Louise, an intelligent, resilient wife who symbolized the changes happening in American society, particularly within the African American community. Louise Jefferson was not just a gentle wife, but an independent, strong woman who was ready to confront societal prejudices and fight for equality. This helped Sanford convey a powerful message about respect and the rights of African Americans during a time of great social upheaval. With her sharp wit and commanding presence, Sanford didn't just portray a character. She elevated the role of Louise Jefferson, making her one of the most beloved and memorable characters in the history of American television. The success of this character continued to thrive in The Jeffersons, a popular sitcom spin-off from All in the Family, where Sanford became one of the first African-American actresses to win an Emmy Award for Outstanding Lead Actress in a comedy series in 1981, solidifying her place in the entertainment industry. Isabel Sanford was not only a talented actress, but also a trailblazer who paved the way for black actresses in the television industry, where opportunities for them had previously been very limited. Sanford helped break down barriers and created space for more diverse and deeper stories about the African American community. She demonstrated that the presence of black characters on screen could not only bring laughter, but also reflect important social issues in a profound and meaningful way. Isabel Sanford passed away in 2004 at the age of 86, but her legacy continues to live on in the entertainment industry. Her achievements, from becoming the first black woman to win an Emmy for Outstanding Lead Actress in a comedy series to portraying strong, intelligent female characters, will always serve as an inspiration for future generations of actors and television producers. She was not only a legend in the entertainment field, but also a symbol of perseverance, innovation, and the importance of diversity in the arts. Danielle Brisebois, born on June 28, 1969 in Brooklyn, New York, is widely recognized for her role as Stephanie Mills in All in the Family, 1978-1979, and Archie Bunker's Place, 1979-1983. Her character, Stephanie, was a 9-year-old girl abandoned by her alcoholic father, but she became a beloved and vibrant character thanks to her mix of progressive views, Jewish background, and remarkable talent in singing and dancing. Stephanie was not only a psychologically rich character, but also a symbol of resilience and optimism in the face of hardship, which made her a compelling figure for audiences. At just 9 years old, Brisebois delivered an outstanding performance, leaving a lasting impression on viewers with her talent and confidence beyond her years. Despite her youth, she was able to master the role, bringing Stephanie to life, with a bright yet strong presence embodying a model of children overcoming life's challenges with resilience. After stepping away from acting, Danielle Brisebois transitioned into a successful music career, becoming a well-known singer and songwriter. Her musical style is diverse, and her songwriting abilities are impressive. Danielle not only released solo albums, but also became a producer and songwriter for several artists. Her compositions and productions have earned recognition within the music industry, with many of her songs becoming popular hits loved by fans. At the age of 55, Brisebois continues to make significant contributions to music, demonstrating her enduring talent and boundless creativity. Not only is she a star with a remarkable acting career, but she is also a shining example of a successful transition from a child actor to a prominent artist in the music industry. Danielle Brisebois' contributions in both film and music continue to have a profound influence and serve as an inspiration to the next generation of artists. Jason Wingreen, born on October 9, 1920 in Brooklyn, New York, is best remembered for his role as Harry Snowden in the classic sitcom All in the Family, 1971, where he portrayed a kind, easygoing character who often brought humorous entertainment to the show. Wingreen's character was the trusted friend of the Bunker family, serving as the voice of reason in an otherwise chaotic household. At the time he joined the series, Wingreen was in his 50s. Following All in the Family, Wingreen continued his acting career, appearing in various films and TV shows. Notably, he provided the voice for the character Boba Fett in Star Wars: The Empire Strikes Back, 1980. Wingreen passed away on December 25, 2015, at the age of 95, leaving behind a significant legacy that continues to influence Hollywood today. Vincent Gardenia, born on January 7, 1920 in Ercolano, Italy, became one of the most recognizable faces on both television and film, particularly known for his role as Frank Lorenzo in All in the Family. When he joined the show in 1971, Gardenia was in his 50s, but his talent and charm quickly made a lasting impact. His character Frank Lorenzo was a rough-around-the-edges man with a deep sense of compassion, and he became an integral part of the supporting cast of All in the Family. Although his appearance was tough and gruff, the warmth and heartfelt, often humorous moments he brought to the show created a fascinating contrast with the other members of the Bunker family, allowing the audience to both laugh and empathize with his character. Gardenia stood out with his distinctive acting style, which was a perfect blend of humor and sincerity. He often took on roles with great depth, allowing audiences to see the multifaceted nature of his characters, even when they appeared rough or difficult to approach. Gardenia's somewhat gruff appearance became a signature part of his image, helping to craft the persona of a man with inner strength, yet one who was deeply empathetic and capable of great love. This balance made his characters relatable and memorable, contributing to his lasting impact in both television and film. Beyond All in the Family, Vincent Gardenia had a rich and varied acting career that spanned decades. He appeared in numerous iconic films and television shows, earning multiple accolades and recognition within the entertainment industry. Notably, he won the Best Supporting Actor award in 1990, a significant milestone in his career. Vincent Gardenia passed away on December 9, 1992, at the age of 72, but his legacy lives on through the legendary roles he portrayed. He was not only a talented actor, but also a symbol of diversity in character roles on screen, and remains an inspiration for future generations of actors. Alan Melvin was born on February 18, 1923 in Kansas City, Missouri, and became one of America's standout comedic actors, best known for his role as Barney Hefner, the friendly but clumsy neighbor of Archie Bunker on All in the Family, 1971. Despite his warm, often awkward character, Barney was a relatable figure whose authenticity and humor resonated deeply with audiences. He represented the average man trying to navigate the shifting societal landscape, particularly the generational conflicts and differing social viewpoints that All in the Family expertly explored. When Alan Melvin joined the show, he was 48 years old, and although his role was secondary, he left a lasting impression with his charming performance, creating moments that were both heartwarming and humorous. Melvin skillfully balanced humor with emotion, making Barney a lovable and relatable character who stood out among the complex cast of All in the Family. After All in the Family, Alan Melvin continued his acting career with roles in several other iconic TV shows, including The Brady Bunch Hour and the new Scooby-Doo movies. Though he didn't often take on lead roles, he maintained a steady career with memorable comedic performances and supporting roles. His distinctive voice also made him a key figure in animated series like The Flintstones and The Jetsons. Alan Melvin passed away in 2008 at the age of 85, but his legacy as a beloved comedic actor endures with his roles helping to define a golden era of American television and remaining a cherished part of classic sitcom history. Mel Stewart, born on September 27, 1929 in Ohio, is best remembered for his role as Henry Jefferson, the outspoken brother of George Jefferson in All in the Family. Henry was a recurring character who brought strong opinions and a bold personality to the series, often engaging in humorous yet meaningful exchanges about race and family dynamics. Stewart was 42 years old when he joined the cast of the show. After All in the Family, Stewart continued his acting career with roles in series like Scarecrow and Mrs. King and Made in America. Besides acting, he was also a talented saxophonist and founded a theater group for underprivileged youth. Mel Stewart passed away in 2002 at the age of 72, leaving a lasting legacy in both acting and community work. His contributions to entertainment and his commitment to helping young people are still remembered. Sally Struthers, born on July 28, 1947 in Portland, Oregon, became one of America's iconic television actresses thanks to her role as Gloria Bunker Stivic in All in the Family, 1971. She played the idealistic and outspoken daughter of Archie and Edith Bunker Gloria, a character who was not only smart and witty, but also passionate about advocating for gender equality and social issues. Gloria quickly became one of the most memorable characters and an emblem of the feminist movement of the 1970s at a time when women's rights and gender equality were gaining widespread recognition. Sally Struthers brought warmth, sincerity, and humor to her role as Gloria, making the character instantly lovable from the very first episodes. Although she was only 24 years old when she joined the show, Struthers' talent was quickly recognized with 2 Emmy Awards for her portrayal, an incredible achievement for such a young actress. Gloria was not just a comedic character, but also a powerful voice in addressing social issues of the time, from feminism to the injustices within families and society. After the success of All in the Family, Sally Struthers continued to build a successful acting career, especially in the field of voice acting. She became one of the prominent voices in animation, voicing Pebbles Flintstone in The Flintstones and many other characters in popular animated series. Additionally, Struthers appeared in other sitcoms such as 9 to 5 and Gilmore Girls, maintaining a broad and diverse career over many decades. Now, at the age of 76, Sally Struthers remains a respected figure in television, remembered not only for her role as Gloria Bunker Stivic, but also for her continuous contributions to the entertainment industry. Through her memorable performances, Struthers has proven herself to be an irreplaceable icon in the hearts of audiences and in the history of American television. Liz Torres was born on September 27, 1947 in New York City, and became widely known for her role as Teresa Betancourt in All in the Family, 1971. As a sharp and witty character, Teresa added a layer of humor to the show, frequently standing up for her beliefs in conversations with the Bunker family. Her character represented a strong, independent Latina woman, challenging stereotypes and offering insight into the cultural relationships of that time. At the time of her appearance on All in the Family, Liz was still very young in her early 20s, but she showcased her talent early on. Since then, she has enjoyed a successful career in both television and theater, earning recognition for her long-lasting impact on the entertainment industry. Betty Garrett was born on May 23, 1921 in St. Louis, Missouri, and is best remembered for her role as Irene Lorenzo, the outspoken and vibrant wife of the Bunker's neighbor in All in the Family, 1971. Irene was known for her strong personality and her willingness to challenge the conservative viewpoints of Archie. Her character represented the changing social norms of the 1970s, bringing both humor and a fresh perspective to the show. When she joined the series, Betty Garrett was 50 years old. After All in the Family, Garrett continued her career in both television and film, receiving praise for her roles in musical films and comedies. She passed away in 2011 at the age of 103, leaving behind a significant legacy in Hollywood. Peggy Rhea was born on March 31, 1921 in Los Angeles, California, and is best known for her role as Bertha in All in the Family, 1971. Her character Bertha was strong-willed and straightforward, adding depth to the show's humor. She portrayed a woman who was both decisive and wise, bringing strength and insight to her relationships. At the time of joining All in the Family, Rhea was in her 50s. Known for her roles as a mother and grandmother, Rhea continued her career in television, appearing in popular shows like The Waltons and The Dukes of Hazzard. She passed away on February 5, 2011, at the age of 89, leaving behind a significant legacy in television. Sherman Hemsley was born on February 1, 1938, in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, and became a legend in American television thanks to his role as George Jefferson in All in the Family 1971 and its spin-off, The Jeffersons 1975. This role was not only a key part of the success of All in the Family, but also helped Hemsley build a lasting and impressive career throughout his lifetime. George Jefferson was a unique character, a confident, sharp businessman with a humorous, sometimes biting way of speaking. Despite his great success and being a role model to many, George still faced prejudice and discrimination in society. This character not only reflected the challenges African Americans faced at the time, but also symbolized the complexities of the life of a successful black man in a rapidly changing society. When Hemsley joined All in the Family, he was in his early 30s and delivered an outstanding performance, making George Jefferson one of the most memorable characters in American television history. Thanks to this role, he received multiple Emmy nominations, and George Jefferson remained beloved throughout the run of The Jeffersons. Hemsley left a lasting impact on viewers, not only with George's sharp dialogue and strong confidence, but also through moments of depth and emotion. After The Jeffersons, Sherman Hemsley continued to build his career for several decades, especially during the 1980s and 2000s, with roles in series like Amen and Family Guy. His role in Amen also solidified his place in the entertainment industry, further cementing his reputation as a talented actor. Sherman Hemsley passed away in 2012 at the age of 74, but his portrayal of George Jefferson remains an indelible part of television history, leaving behind an unforgettable legacy. Hemsley's performances not only brought laughter but also sparked important reflections on social, cultural, and racial issues, making him an icon in American entertainment. James Cromwell was born on January 27, 1940, in Los Angeles, and played Jerome Stretch Cunningham in All in the Family 1971. In this role, he portrayed a working-class character, bringing depth to the show with his portrayal of a naive and humorous man. Cromwell's performance stood out for its blend of humor and humanity, making Stretch an unforgettable part of the main cast. At 31 years old when he joined the show, Cromwell went on to build a remarkable career with notable roles in Babe, L.A. Confidential and The Green Mile. Now 84, Cromwell continues to act, appearing in shows like Succession and Julia, leaving a lasting impact on both television and film with his enduring talent. Janice Page was born on September 16, 1922, in Tacoma, Washington, and was a talented actress with a career spanning over 7 decades in the entertainment industry. She gained recognition for her role as Denise in All in the Family 1971 at the age of 49. Denise, a free-spirited, cheerful waitress, brought a refreshing and humorous element to the show. With her sharp wit and sophistication, Janice Page portrayed the character, brilliantly embodying a modern, independent woman that reflected the significant societal changes in America during that time. Although a supporting character, Denise had a significant impact on the main cast, serving as a contrast to Archie Bunker's conservative views. Her interactions with other Bunker family members not only provided humor, but also highlighted the evolution of social perspectives. Paige's sharp wit and graceful portrayal made her an essential part of the show's success, helping to push forward the themes of social change in a meaningful way. In addition to her role in All in the Family, Janice Paige appeared in over 100 films and television shows throughout her career, with notable roles in 8 is Enough and Santa Barbara. She continued to act and participate in projects up until the end of her life, with her final appearance in 2001 at the age of 79. Janice Paige passed away in 2023 at the age of 101, leaving behind a respected legacy in the Hollywood film and television industry. Her career spanning decades not only reflected her exceptional talent, but also symbolized perseverance and a deep love for her craft. Her legacy continues to be remembered through her memorable roles and her graceful, nuanced acting style. Clyde Kusatsu was born on September 13, 1948, in Honolulu, Hawaii, and became well known for his role as Reverend Chong in All in the Family, 1971. His character brought humor and cultural depth to the show, portraying a wise and compassionate man in a series that tackled significant social issues. Reverend Chong represented the Asian American experience during a time of societal change, highlighting the challenges and contributions of minority communities in the U.S. When Kusatsu joined All in the Family, he was still very young, in his early 20s. Following his time on the show, Kusatsu's career flourished with numerous roles in television programs and films, including Hawaii Five-0, The Closer, and NCIS. At 76, Kusatsu remains active in the entertainment industry, leaving a significant mark as a versatile actor known for taking on a wide range of roles. Estelle Parsons was born on November 20, 1927 in Lynn, Massachusetts, and became one of Hollywood's most distinguished actresses. She is widely known for her role as Blanche Hefner in the All in the Family episode Reunion on Howard Street, 1978. Blanche was a unique character who represented liberal, free-spirited, and modern values in stark contrast to the conservative and patriarchal views held by Archie Bunker. Blanche frequently challenged rigid viewpoints and engaged in humorous yet profound confrontations with Archie, contributing to some of the most memorable and socially relevant moments of the show. At the time of her appearance on All in the Family, Estelle Parsons was in her 50s, and with her refined acting, she created a character of great depth, intelligent, sharp-witted, and full of energy. One of the standout qualities of Blanche was Parsons' expressive eyes and her intellectually driven performance, which made her a memorable character in the series. Through a combination of humor and progressive viewpoints, Blanche was more than just a comedic character. She became a vehicle for addressing important social issues of the time. In addition to her role on All in the Family, Estelle Parsons had an incredibly successful career in both film and television. Notably, her performance in Bonnie and Clyde, 1967, earned her an Academy Award for Best Supporting Actress, a triumph that solidified her talent and firmly established her place in Hollywood. Estelle Parsons also made a significant mark in television with her role as Beverly Bev Harris on Roseanne, a performance that allowed her to continue shining and earn further respect within the entertainment industry. To this day, at the age of 96, Estelle Parsons remains a symbol of outstanding acting talent, leaving behind a profound legacy in both stage and television. Her contributions to the entertainment industry go beyond just her acting. They reflect her enduring commitment and perseverance over many decades in the profession. Thank you all for joining us on this nostalgic journey through All in the Family, a show that made television history and left a lasting legacy that still resonates today. Whether you grew up with the show or are just discovering it now, we hope you enjoyed learning about the cast then and now. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button and turn on notifications so you won't miss any of our upcoming insightful and engaging videos. Thank you, and we'll see you in the next video. When Starship Troopers premiered in 1997, it instantly became a cult classic blending action satire and sharp humor. Nearly 3 decades later, fans still wonder, where are the stars of the film now? In this video, we'll explore the lives and careers of the Starship Troopers cast and reveal where they are in 2025. Let's take a look back at the journeys of these legendary troopers from their peak moments to unexpected turns along the way. If you find this story interesting, leave a comment with the number 1. If not, leave a 0. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe so you won't miss out on more exciting videos. Now let's dive into the story. Rue McClanahan, born on February 21, 1934 in Hilton, Oklahoma, appeared in Starship Troopers in 1997 at the age of 63, playing a no-nonsense biology teacher. Though her screen time was brief, she delivered a striking monologue on survival and evolution, bringing a chilling detachment that perfectly matched the film's fascist satire with an unsettling calm. Most audiences remember her as Blanche Devereaux on The Golden Girls, but few know about the struggles behind that glamorous facade. Raised in a devout household, Rue endured a cold, emotionally distant mother and an alcoholic father. Her childhood was marked by a deep sense of helplessness and lasting trauma, including childhood abuse that she only briefly alluded to in later interviews. In the 1980s, behind her television success, Rue went through 6 failed marriages, each one increasingly unstable. She struggled with chronic insomnia and became dependent on prescription sedatives, reportedly even fainting on stage during a live performance. Her casting in Starship Troopers in 1997 came at a time when her career was in decline following the end of The Golden Girls. Despite attempts to reinvent herself with bolder roles and community work, casting directors began to avoid her due to rumors of difficult behavior and unpredictable moods. She was known for lashing out at assistants and co-stars, a fact she later tried to frame as the result of creative frustration. Her memoir, filled with candid details about her love life and emotional breakdowns, was both praised and criticized for its raw, unfiltered tone. Her only son, Mark, battled addiction, and their relationship grew increasingly strained, especially in her later years. After suffering a stroke in 2010, Rue passed away on June 3rd of that year in New York City at the age of 76. At the time of her death, her estate was estimated to be worth around $5 million, including Manhattan real estate and royalties from decades of sitcom syndication. While Rue exuded warmth on screen, her life was one of survival pain and an intense desire to be seen as more than just a Southern belle. Denise Dowse, born on February 21, 1958 in Honolulu, Hawaii, appeared in Starship Troopers in 1997 as Sky Marshal Tehat Meru at the age of 39. Although her screen time was brief, her commanding presence and sense of control made the character a powerful standout within the film's chaotic war machine. Her calm determination and sharp delivery left a lasting impression, proving that even a short appearance can carry immense weight. However, in real life, Denise faced personal struggles that few ever saw. Growing up with a strict Navy officer father, she moved frequently and was taught to suppress her emotions in favor of discipline and performance. Throughout her childhood, she wrestled with her identity, often one of the few black students in predominantly white schools, facing subtle racism and quiet exclusion. Her path into Hollywood was marked by constant rejection and typecasting, forcing her to navigate an industry that often saw her more for her background than her talent. Although widely respected for her roles in Beverly Hills 90210, The Guardian and Insecure Dow's often voiced her frustration at being seen primarily through the lens of her race. She was reportedly involved in heated arguments with network executives over the industry's tendency to pigeonhole actors into stereotypes, and once walked off a set after being told to act more urban. In 2003, she suffered a nervous breakdown, quietly checking into a mental health facility and returning to work a few months later, but she never publicly discussed the incident. Her memoir, filled with raw, candid reflections on love and emotional collapse, was both praised and criticized for its gritty tone. Her only son, Mark, struggled with addiction, and their relationship became increasingly strained, especially in her final years. After suffering a stroke in 2010, Denise Dow's passed away on August 13, 2022, due to complications from viral meningitis at the age of 64. At the time of her death, her estate was estimated at around $1.2 million, including real estate, a modest apartment in Los Angeles, and various art investments. Her passing sent shockwaves through the entertainment industry, as many had no idea she had been ill. Bruce Gray, born on September 7, 1936 in San Juan, Puerto Rico, appeared in Starship Troopers in 1997 as Sky Marshal Dienes at the age of 61. On screen, he embodied a cold precision and calm ruthlessness, an ideal figurehead for the film's satirical dystopia. Yet behind his composed demeanor and commanding presence, Gray's life was marked by continual reinvention and deeply buried traumas. Born into an unstable military family, Bruce moved frequently, never experiencing a stable home life or lasting friendships. His father, a U.S. Army colonel, was believed to suffer from severe post-traumatic stress disorder (PTSD) and was often verbally abusive. This left Bruce with lifelong struggles related to identity and emotional expression. After earning a master's degree in psychology, Gray's shift into acting was seen as a quiet rebellion against his father's rigid expectations. His career flourished in Canada, but his ambitions to break into Hollywood often ended in disappointment. A rumored romantic relationship with a reclusive television executive in the 1980s briefly opened doors for him, but ultimately backfired when Gray refused to engage in an ongoing transactional arrangement. Although he never publicly acknowledged his sexuality, many biographies and former colleagues have suggested he lived a deeply private life, carrying that burden well into old age. One of the most painful blows to his career came when he was abruptly dropped from a major network pilot in the early 1990s, without explanation, an event that led him to believe he had been blacklisted after rejecting a producer's sexual advance. Though known for his principles and respect for others, Bruce was nearly paranoid about his privacy. He refused to let anyone into his home and once fired a manager simply for publicly revealing his birth year. Bruce Gray passed away from cancer on December 13, 2017, in Los Angeles at the age of 81. His estate, valued at around $2 million, included modest properties in Ontario and Pasadena, along with investments in theater companies. He left behind only a few close friends and no surviving family members, leaving a legacy defined by restraint, both in life and in his acting career. Casper Van Dien, born on December 18, 1968, played Johnny Rico in Starship Troopers in 1997 at the age of 29. Rico is the American lead character, initially a clumsy high school athlete who later becomes a tough commander with questionable morals. The role was crafted as a satire of fascist militarism, but Van Dien delivered his performance with such sincere exaggeration that many fans missed the irony, turning Rico into an iconic sci-fi figure. Casper Van Dien's personal life has been full of ups and downs. Born into a family with a military and beauty pageant background, his childhood was marked by pressure to succeed and conform. His father, a decorated Navy pilot, reportedly didn't take Casper's acting ambitions seriously, while his mother pushed him toward a modeling career. Despite early success, Van Dien struggled to gain lasting recognition in Hollywood. After Starship Troopers, his career declined with a string of direct-to-video releases and failed experimental films. In 2005, he was dropped from a movie due to erratic and arrogant behavior. His first marriage to Carrie Mitchum ended in a bitter custody battle, but it was his second marriage to Catherine Oxenberg that became tabloid fodder. Their appearance on the reality show I Married a Princess exposed cracks in their seemingly fairy tale relationship, with allegations of infidelity and control issues surfacing after their divorce in 2015. He has also faced criticism for pushing his daughter into acting at a young age, sparking controversy over parental exploitation. Van Dien has struggled with depression and public ridicule, but has gradually rebuilt his reputation through voice acting and supporting roles. Now 56 years old, he lives in California, recently remarried, and continues to attend conventions and produce independent films. His assets include a Malibu property, earnings from Starship Troopers sequels, and voice acting contracts with a current estimated net worth of around $7 million. Despite the chaos in his career, Van Dien remains a strange survivor of Hollywood, both an icon and a cautionary tale. Denise Richards, born on February 17, 1971, played Carmen Ibanez in Starship Troopers in 1997 at the age of 26. As an ambitious pilot loyal to the Federation, Richards' character, Carmen stirred controversy with her emotional detachment and relentless military rise. While some viewers praised her strength, many criticized the character's coldness. Off-screen, Richards' life has become one of Hollywood's most scrutinized personal stories. Behind that radiant smile, Richards grew up in a Midwest family where emotions were restrained and appearances were everything. Her early years as a model in New York were filled with pressure and exploitative encounters that demanded she conform to a highly sexualized image. After the 1998 film Wild Things, her fame skyrocketed, but so did the backstage tensions. Sources from The World Is Not Enough describe Richards as extremely demanding, frequently clashing with producers over costumes and allegedly walking off set during disputes over sex scenes. However, the most public breakdown in her life came from her tumultuous marriage to Charlie Sheen. This relationship, sensationalized by tabloid media, led to legal chaos, restraining orders, leaked voicemail messages, and allegations of drug-fueled rage. Sheen accused her of exploiting their children for fame, while Richards alleged years of emotional abuse. Her reality TV show, Denise Richards: It's Complex, exposed the family's instability, featuring heated arguments and visible anxiety among her daughters. Richards has also been involved in several lawsuits related to unpaid home renovations and poor property management in Malibu. Although she continues to act, she has increasingly become more of a reality TV personality than a serious actress. Now 54 years old, Denise Richards enjoys stable finances with a net worth of $12 million earned not only from acting, but also from real estate deals and skincare product endorsements on Bravo's reality shows. However, behind this wealth lies a legacy built not just on beauty and ambition, but also on public controversies, Hollywood betrayals, and an unrelenting struggle to survive in a world that once sought to cast her aside. Dina Meyer, born on December 22, 1968, played Dizzy Flores in Starship Troopers in 1997 at the age of 29. Dizzy is a strong, talented, and emotional character providing a rare female perspective in the male-dominated military sci-fi universe. Meyer's performance won over audiences, even though her character was abruptly killed off, a decision that still frustrates many fans. Growing up in Queens, New York, Dina's childhood was turbulent. Her father left when she was just 8 years old, and her mother worked 2 jobs to support the family. Dina was often bullied for her youthful appearance and found refuge in comic books and fantasy novels. After graduating with a degree in business administration, she took a bold risk by moving to Los Angeles, living out of her car during auditions. Although Starship Troopers propelled her to new heights, Meyer continued to face casting challenges. She was replaced at the last minute from a lead TV role in the early 2000s due to creative integrity conflicts with producers. Meyer also faced a very public heartbreak when she was rumored to be dating a famous co-star who later ridiculed her on live television, calling her obsessive. Although she has never been married and has no children, she has openly discussed the pressures Hollywood places on women to either conform or disappear. Rumors of brief relationships with female co-stars circulated but were never confirmed. Privately, Meyer has battled autoimmune issues and was hospitalized twice in the 2010s, though she chose to keep this private. Now, at 56, Meyer continues to work steadily in television and voice acting, having also made a name for herself in tech conference circles. She owns a modest home in Burbank and has wisely invested in real estate and biotech stocks, boosting her net worth to around $10 million. Although she has never been a tabloid fixture, her resilience and willingness to challenge industry norms have made Meyer one of the few Starship Troopers actors to maintain both relevance and dignity. If you find this content interesting and want to keep exploring, don't forget to hit like, share the video, and subscribe to the channel so you won't miss out on other exciting videos. Let's continue the journey together right now. Jake Busey, born on June 15, 1971, played Ace Levy in Starship Troopers in 1997 at the age of 26. Ace is an energetic, talkative character with a flashy exterior, but deep loyalty and camaraderie, making him a fan favorite for his chaos and over-the-top antics. However, Busey's real-life chaos often overshadowed his on-screen image. As the son of actor Gary Busey, Jake's childhood was turbulent, marked by substance abuse, endless partying, and his father's frequent disappearances due to drunkenness. Jake was expelled from 2 high schools and was once caught breaking into a neighbor's garage during a teenage drinking spree. His arrest record quietly vanished thanks to Hollywood connections. Despite early roles in The Frighteners and Contact, Jake quickly became known on set as unpredictable and unreliable. During the filming of Identity 2003, he was reportedly intoxicated multiple times, got into altercations with co-stars, and even locked himself in a trailer for 3 hours. The peak of his career downfall came when he was fired from a lead role in a TV series after punching a crew member during a dispute over lighting. Still, Jake managed to avoid being completely canceled, thanks to his sci-fi fan base and willingness to take on small roles even in low-budget or quirky projects. Jake's personal life has also been turbulent. His long-term relationship with actress April Hutchinson ended when she filed for a restraining order in 2012, alleging emotional manipulation and threats. Although he later had a child, much of his family life remains private, with some speculating that custody disputes have been a source of tension. Now 54, Jake Busey lives in a modest home in Los Angeles, making ends meet with roles in horror sequels and occasionally appearing at Comic-Con and on podcasts. His net worth hovers around $1 million, a far cry from the promise he showed in the 1990s. Jake Busey's life is a long journey through Hollywood marked by wasted potential, but also relentless effort to survive. Neil Patrick Harris, born on June 15, 1973, played Carl Jenkins in Starship Troopers in 1997 at just 24 years old. Harris's character is a cold military officer with psychic abilities, including mind reading and strategic military insight, but who navigates a morally dark path. The serious demeanor and distant gaze of Carl marked a surprising turning point in Harris's career, helping him shed his child star image and transform into a mature actor, leaving a strong impression on audiences. However, Harris's life has not been simple. As a child prodigy, Harris grew up in a conservative family in New Mexico, where his success with the role of Doogie Howser brought not only admiration, but also great expectations. During his teenage years, he had to resist inappropriate advances from powerful figures in the industry, a secret he only revealed in later interviews. In 2006, when he publicly came out as gay, Harris became a symbol of LGBTQ+ pride in Hollywood, but his personal life still faced turmoil. Rumors about his public marriage to David Burtka and their relationship struggles kept the public's attention, especially when third parties and quiet separations were involved. Professionally, Harris has mastered reinventing himself from musical theater to hosting and prestigious stage performances. However, backstage conflicts have not been absent, especially during How I Met Your Mother with co-stars like Jason Segel. Insiders also revealed that Harris faced difficulties when he abruptly left Netflix's A Series of Unfortunate Events, although the official reason was never explained. Nevertheless, he has maintained a clean public image thanks to meticulous and calculated public relations management. Currently at 52 years old, Harris lives in a multi-million-dollar home in Harlem and manages several business ventures. His net worth is estimated to be around $50 million, making him one of the few who successfully transitioned from childhood fame to reshape his brand. Seth Gilliam was born on November 5, 1968 in Manhattan, New York, and joined Starship Troopers in 1997, playing Sugar Watkins at the age of 29. Watkins is a soldier full of sarcasm, pragmatism, and immense bravery, bringing warmth and resilience that immediately won over audiences. However, off-screen, Gilliam's life has been turbulent. Growing up in a strict religious family in Queens, he was often bullied for his gentle nature, which forged within him a controlled rage that became a powerful tool in his acting career. While Gilliam gained prominence with roles in The Wire and Oz, his career faced a major setback in 2015 when he was arrested in Peachtree City, Georgia, for driving under the influence and possession of marijuana. The incident not only shocked the media, but also temporarily cost him his role in The Walking Dead, with AMC reportedly considering recasting his character. Gilliam attributed the situation to exhaustion and stress, but close sources suggested he was also struggling with substance addiction and prolonged cycles of isolation. Although married, Gilliam has never publicly shared much about his personal life. There are reports suggesting that his family life has faced significant challenges, including multiple attempts at therapy following a separation, claims never officially confirmed but quietly acknowledged by friends. Perhaps the biggest heartbreak in his career came when he was passed over for a lead role in a Spike Lee film in the late 2000s after a dispute with casting representatives. Now, 56 years old, Gilliam leads a quieter life, working steadily, but without the same level of fame. His net worth is estimated at around $1.5 million spread across modest properties in New York and Georgia. Despite the obstacles in his career, he remains a respected talent in the television industry, a man who, despite enduring many struggles, continues to fight the demons within himself. Clancy Brown, born on January 5, 1959 in Urbana, Ohio, made a memorable impact with his role as Sergeant Zim in Starship Troopers 1997 at the age of 38. Zim, a ruthless military instructor, embodied a stern yet strangely honorable archetype. His iron-willed personality and fervent loyalty solidified Brown's place in fans' hearts, especially highlighted by the surprising plot twist where Zim demotes himself to return to the battlefield. However, Clancy Brown's personal life and career were not without conflict. Growing up in a deeply conservative family influenced by his father's political ambitions, Brown struggled with severe anxiety from a young age, something he concealed behind bravado and excessive physical training. Although respected in the industry, numerous stories from voice acting sessions depict him as distant conservative and sometimes dismissive of emerging talent. One major setback in Brown's career came in 2003 when he was removed from an HBO television project following an outburst during a meeting. In his personal life, Brown is known for being private and rarely shares details about his private affairs. His relationship with his family has faced many difficulties, and at times he distanced himself from them. Although married since the early 90s, their relationship is rumored to have endured several unofficial separations due to his uncompromising personality. Currently, at 66 years old, Clancy Brown continues to work in television and voice acting, with his warm, deep voice still in high demand. His net worth is estimated to be around $3 million, including real estate in Los Angeles, and income from decades of voiceover and acting work. Michael Ironside, born on February 12, 1950, played Lieutenant Gene Rashak in Starship Troopers 1997 at the age of 47. Portraying a tough, graying-haired and coldly determined character, Rashak became an emblem of resilience and military philosophy, significantly contributing to the film's impact. The character's death scene remains haunting for fans, symbolizing the brutal cost of militarism. Michael Ironside's life off-screen has also been marked by turmoil and challenges. Born into a working-class family in Toronto with an abusive father, he developed a tough exterior early on, channeling psychological trauma into creative drive. At 17, he was stabbed during a street fight, leaving him with permanent nerve damage. Although he gained fame through intense roles in Scanners and Total Recall, Ironside faced a career decline in the late 1980s, partly due to his reputation for being difficult to work with and his unpredictable mood swings. Michael Ironside's career took a major hit in 1992 when he was fired from a popular sci-fi TV series after allegedly threatening a producer during a script dispute. On a personal level, his marriage to Karen Dinwiddie faced challenges due to health issues and prolonged absences. Despite battling thyroid, prostate, and bowel cancers, Ironside has shown remarkable resilience, continuing to work and fight through these hardships. Michael Ironside, now 75, continues to work mainly as a voice actor for independent films, steering clear of Hollywood's spotlight. His estimated net worth is around $6 million, mostly from royalties, and his long-standing contributions to genre films. Though he's never been involved in scandals, Ironside carries deep emotional scars from his past struggles with chronic illnesses and experiences isolation. Additionally, he faces the ongoing threat of being dropped from some major projects. These factors paint a somber picture behind his tough and resolute exterior. Patrick Muldoon, born September 27, 1968 in San Pedro, California, appeared in Starship Troopers in 1997 at age 29, playing Xander Barkalow. As Johnny Rico's rival, Xander is confident and charismatic, but ultimately unsuccessful. This role showcased Muldoon's strong screen presence and good looks, highlighting his potential to break into major film stardom. However, behind this promising image, his career was marked by numerous challenges and setbacks. Growing up in a broken family, Muldoon faced financial instability and family conflicts. He started his career as a model, as a way to escape poverty, but also encountered exploitative figures within the entertainment industry. Although he gained fame through TV shows like Days of Our Lives and Melrose Place, Muldoon quickly earned a reputation for being unpredictable and difficult to work with. Directors in the early 2000s described him as lacking commitment and frequently absent during productions, attributing this behavior to partying and substance abuse. His personal life has also been full of troubles. His relationship with Denise Richards ended amid rumors of infidelity and emotional instability. Muldoon has never married, and some believe his difficulty in maintaining long-term relationships stems from deep childhood wounds. Although he has ventured into music and independent film production, none of these projects achieved significant success. Nonetheless, Muldoon has maintained a modest career, mostly working on direct-to-video film projects. Currently at age 56, his net worth is estimated to be around $1.5 million, primarily from past contracts, real estate investments, and licensing deals. Marshall Bell was born on September 28, 1942, and played General Owen in Starship Troopers 1997 at the age of 55, a role perfectly suited to his style of portraying powerful, enigmatic characters. Although his screen time was brief, his commanding presence contributed significantly to the film's satirical take on fascist militarism. However, Bell's life before acting is somewhat mysteriously hidden. He spent many years working as a corporate consultant and backstage coach for CEOs before entering the acting profession at age 40, which is quite rare in Hollywood. Although Marshall Bell had breakthrough roles in Twins and Total Recall, he remained a supporting actor often overlooked in favor of more commercially valuable stars. Beneath his commanding demeanor was a man filled with skepticism and resentment over his late start and what he called age-based prejudice. Colleagues described him as unpredictable, quick to anger during rehearsals, and highly defensive when it came to script rewrites. He had a notorious conflict with a young director on an independent film in the early 2000s, reportedly leaving the set for 3 days to demand approval of the final cut, a request that delayed the film's release. Although married to Oscar-winning costume designer Milena Canonro, their relationship was said to be unusual and distant, marked by long separations and quiet legal disputes over finances. Bell also struggled with depression in the late 1990s and entered rehab under a pseudonym, a fact kept hidden for decades until revealed by a former assistant. He has no children and is known to live a reclusive life in Los Angeles. Now at 82 years old, Bell occasionally appears in voice roles and horror films, but is nearly absent from mainstream movies. His net worth is estimated at around $2 million, largely thanks to savvy real estate investments made with Cannon Row. Although he has no scandals by tabloid standards, Bell's Hollywood journey reflects a complex mix of self-sabotage, late-blooming fame, and inner turmoil, masked by professionalism, along with a deep-seated bitterness. If you enjoy the stories behind classic films like Starship Troopers, don't forget to share this video with your friends and subscribe to the channel so you won't miss out on more exciting videos coming up. Join us as we continue the journey to explore the stars who made film history, and don't forget to leave your